Good morning, Cedar Park. Today is Thursday, March 23rd, 2023, and it's a B-Day.
This morning, get the scoop on LASD's Closed Closet Prom event.
A brand new edition of T-Wolf Spotlight with softball player Ridgely Hernandez.
And today's top headlines with Reese Elizondo. Turn it up because the Wolfcast starts now. Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome back. I'm Reagan Hill, and I'm here this morning with Jack Polishuk and Katie Whitmarsh.
The LASD Closed Closet provides numerous resources to our community and school district, hosting shopping days for students every month and even having a teen thrift nights. The Closed Closet, however, will be hosting a new event this Saturday, their prom attire event. Students from around Leander ISD are invited to shop from off-the-rack, secondhand, and men's and women's formal wear. The event will also include local vendors with jewelry and accessories. It is open to all students that reside in Leander boundaries and will be held at Leander High School this Saturday, March 25th from 12 to 4. All that is required to attend this event is a registration form that can be found on our Instagram story.
Up next, Reese Elizondo has your headlines in this morning's brief right after this break.
Thanks, Jack. From snow to rain, California just can't seem to catch a break as the Los Angeles area was hit by a rare tornado. What officials called an intense microcell hit a subcity of Los Angeles yesterday. At least 17 buildings were damaged during the event, and 11 of them were so severely damaged that the LAPD deemed them too dangerous to be inside. There was also a weak tornado that hit a mobile park on Tuesday evening that was deemed an EF0 with winds of 75 miles per hour. Next, an Austin man was arrested for setting a historic downtown building on fire, causing $1 million in damages. John Banks was arrested after he allegedly set the Granbury building on fire, which is just a few blocks from the state capitol. Thankfully, no one was inside the building at the time. Banks is charged with arson and faces between 2 and 10 years in jail, plus up to a $10,000 fine. Finally, TikTok creators rallied at the Capitol yesterday to protest the potential ban of the app. About 30 content creators gathered yesterday. The TikTokers, who combined have about 60 million followers, rallied to try and fight and keep the app. TikTok creator Jason Linton said, quote, "Don't take away the community that we've built," end quote. The app is already banned from federal devices and several public universities, including the University of Texas. So, what do we think?
So I know we're trying to ban TikTok because they're talking about like stealing our information and like using it against us. But there is no way that TikTok is the only app that does that. Like, I just refuse to believe that like banning TikTok is going to solve the problem. When like there's definitely like there's no way, like, come on now, Facebook, Instagram,
yeah, all those other
it's because they're all American companies.
Exactly.
That's like the only
and
reason.
TikTok is
TikTok's
a Chinese company.
Yeah.
No, and they're all like, but I don't know. I feel like there's no
has
way.
To be another
way.
Instagram and
like,
Facebook.
you can't use the app.
Like, have you seen like documentary on Facebook and like Instagram, Google, like stealing our information?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What's the difference between
They do it
TikTok
too. They just
doing
keep
that?
it within our boundaries.
And they sell that data to other companies.
Exactly.
And like they're doing the same thing.
They're all doing the same thing.
Other
it's just like
places,
this is just like TikTok's just in like China.
Exactly. Like it seems a little hypocritical to me to be like, no, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
Whatever.
Well, thanks, Reese. Next up is this week's T-Wolf Spotlight with Ridgely Hernandez and her softball career.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School. I'm Kyle McDonald, and I'm here with Ridgely Hernandez. Good morning.
Good morning.
How would you describe yourself when you started playing softball?
I feel like I've always been a pretty competitive person, and growing up, like, my brother kind of made me really competitive and my dad, so I mean, I've always loved softball too, so yeah, I've just kind of always been competitive and ready to work and have fun.
Tell us about the softball team bonding this year.
This year I feel like our team has like good chemistry. We lost a lot of seniors last year, but all the new girls that came in, like everyone just kind of clicked. There's not a lot of drama. We kind of just all get along and have a lot of fun together.
Do you have an athlete you look up to and why?
I guess I'd say my brother. I look up to him a lot because he like works really hard and he's always just inspired me to like be good and like him, and like we always kind of compete with each other, as you know, so yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Tell us about the softball team competition between you and your brother Ryder.
Well, there's always a lot of jokes about RH4 and who's the better four, but it's a lot of fun and he's always motivating me anyway, and we have a little competition with home runs and who can have the better batting average, so that's a lot of fun. But yeah, the softball team kind of makes jokes and it's pretty funny, but me and Ryder get along well even with our little competition.
When can we see you guys play next?
We play this Friday, so tomorrow at Rouse, or at Leander, and then we'll play at home on Tuesday against Rouse, so that'll be a big game for us.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
that's all the questions that I have for you today. For CPH News, back to you guys.
In the years following the pandemic, the healthcare system has been facing a shortage of blood patients. Patients who need blood aren't able to get what they need, and we need to do something about this. Student donors actually make up 12 to 17% of blood in storage. If you haven't heard already, HOSA is hosting a blood drive on March 30th. So if you're 17 or older and weigh at least 115 pounds, you can donate blood. Did you know that donating blood can save 3 lives? You're basically a hero. So if you're interested, find one of the posters around the school, scan the QR code, and schedule an appointment for a time that works for you. If you plan on donating blood, remember to eat a full meal before, full of iron-rich foods. Maybe skip your morning coffee and save it for later and opt for some water to make sure you're hydrated. Donate blood, I promise you just our time. For a happy, healthy Cedar Park, with your host of Health Minute for today, I'm Claudia Shin.
Thanks, Claudia. That's all we have for you today. Thank you for taking your time to join us during your den. You can catch anything you missed or more on our YouTube at CPHS New.
Catch tomorrow's show for a new edition of Weekend Destinations and a new sports report.
And don't forget to follow our dedicated sports Twitter at CPHS_sports for updates during the games. With CPHS News, I'm Katie Whitmarsh.
I'm Jack Polishuk.
And I'm Reagan Hill. Remember, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.